So we got some climate activists here, which are doing their own thing. Like, they're going to a place that has a famous work of art or a famous document. And in this case, they went to the rotunda of the National Archives in DC, and they're pouring red powder on themselves and on the display, right? So this is a senseless gesture for so many reasons. Like, first of all, in 2024, everyone knows about the climate. Like, it is impossible to escape it. You find out about it in movies, video games, the news, on social media. Everyone just constantly talks about this like it's the most important thing on earth. And of course, the solution for it is more government, pay more taxes, allow the government to control you better so that Sky Daddy gets less angry. And you get to see that the solutions that they're implementing is destroying the lives of average citizens. Like, for example, the farmers, right? They were protesting throughout the European Union because some of the measures that the government were imposing on the farmers, they were basically having to shut down and sell their land. To the point where many people believe that maybe this is what the government was actually trying to accomplish, to buy cheap land from the farmers and maybe build some tenants over there to house more migrants. Who knows, right? It's just bizarre. Because the same people that are advocating for these solutions, they have private jets, they go around with private yachts. So you'd think that if they're literally concerned about the planet and they're afraid for their future, well, first of all, they would behave in a manner that's exemplary, so that I, as a random citizen, would look at Guy Verhofstadt or Ursula von der Leyen and be like, well, how does she live her life? And if I emulate that, will I save the planet, right? And secondly, they don't say anything about China, which is the world's greatest polluter. So it's basically like, let's not pollute here, and we buy stuff from China so they pollute there. Like, I don't see how you're supporting Mother Gaia by doing this. So basically, a lot of people are starting to be against the environmentalist ideology, much to the dismay and horror of many politicians that have created their seat of power around this, and also to the activists, which, as you can see here, are benefiting from this. Benefiting in the sense that they're getting a shot at the public spotlight. However, well, the title of the video is that they are getting what they are deserving, right? So what are they getting? Nothing. No one cares about them anymore. Like, the security guards aren't trying to stop them. As you can see, people are walking away in boredom. They are getting ignorance, right? Like, the opposite of love is not hate. Because both love and hate have emotions. They're just being ignored. Like, no one cares anymore. It's like, go on, do your thing, sure. Yeah. I'm actually upset that Libs of TikTok is giving them attention. They should get absolutely no attention. They should be treated the same way that internet trolls are being treated. It's like, don't feed the trolls. Don't give them attention, starve them out. No one fucking cares. Like, the reason this doesn't make any sense is that, number one, they're not damaging the actual historical document. Like, whenever they go and they throw soup on the Mona Lisa, or they're throwing red paint on the Constitution of the Rotunda, they're not actually damaging the thing, right? There is a glass that's protecting the thing. And I even remember the last time they did it, there was one of their activists that basically said, oh, why are you guys getting upset? There's just a piece of glass over here. He's absolutely right. There is a piece of glass over there that's getting cleaned by, you know, some janitor lady, much to her dismay. And that's it, right? Like, why do people care? There are a couple of chuckleheads that want their 5 minutes of fame. If you don't like them, don't give them their 5 minutes of fame. They're not doing anything interesting. They're not doing anything that's revolutionary, right? And not to mention, they're on behalf of the government. Like, the government already agrees with them. In the European Union and the Democrats in the United States, they already agree with them. Like, they're not revolutionaries or anything like that. It's like going to a theocratic society and throwing red paint over a painting while saying that people need to believe more in Jesus. They're already theocratic. I mean, they're on the side of the Pope at that point. I don't really understand. Like, how can people consider that they are revolutionaries? That, I mean, maybe if you did this 20 years ago or something, right? Sure. But now, you even have ESG loans, right? So, like, the ESG stands for environment. The E is the first letter. Like, BlackRock itself is investing in companies that claim to care about the environment. So what the fuck are you doing? Why are you even there? Why, right? The only explanation that I can figure is either like someone pays them, but even then it's money wasted. Like, what exactly are you accomplishing with this? And the second thing is that they want people to talk about that. They want their faces in the media. They want people to talk about it. They want people to be outraged. The solution is for no one to care. I genuinely do not care. You know, like, I get upset when they block a road. Or they, you know, because they say, well, it's their freedom to protest. Yeah, but it's my freedom to move, right? So, like, when they're blocking a road, they're preventing me from exercising my human right. Now, some individuals, right, it's like, well, what is the difference when the farmers are protesting and they're blocking the roads? And it's like, yeah, sure, but like, when 10,000 people protest, through the size and the nature of that protest, like, there are so many people that it is impossible for them to protest without blocking the roads, right? Like, you have like so many people. How do you do? How can you organize a protest without actually ending up blocking traffic? But this is not what we're talking about. Like, we're talking about like 3 or 4 chuckleheads that glue themselves to the pavement and just flat out refuse to allow cars to pass. And there have been cars with pregnant women. There have been people that were trying to get to the workplace, right? So they are doing this out of malice, and they're not doing this against the government. Like, at least the farmers, they're protesting against the government. So they're going in front of government institutions. They're protesting at the Capitol. Like, they're protesting at the source of their grievance. These individuals, they're protesting against the average citizen. Protesting against me, they're protesting against you and your mother. This is why what they are doing is unacceptable. And what they deserve is to be ignored. And of course, if they're breaking the law, they should be fined. And in some cases, they should be arrested. I do think there should be an actual punishment if you willingly block traffic. So again, there is a difference between like an actual protest when you have like thousands of people going in there, and due to their sheer size, they have to sit on the street because they don't have any other place to stay, versus 5 individuals locking hands and just blocking traffic. Like, I think that one should be criminalized. I think that one is actually a menace and a danger to society. I don't understand why my freedom of movement has to be violated by some individual that just, you know, wants to tell me about something that I already know. Like, I already know, yeah, everything about the environment. I know. From many other sources. By now, most people have already made up their mind. I mean, I don't think there's a person that didn't think about, and not to mention, like, how does this work, right? Like, you have an individual that, let's say, doesn't care about the planet, and then on his way home, he finds a couple of chuckleheads blocking his way, and he's like, you know what? God damn it, that's true. I should care about the planet. Or you get to see like someone throw some soup on the Mona Lisa, and I got now I'm sold. I wasn't sold up until now, but now that I see the Mona Lisa being sprayed with soup, I completely changed my mind. How does this work, though? Like, what did they hope to accomplish? Who gets their mind changed due to this? I heard the argument. It's like, well, if you make it other people's problem, then other people will agree with you. But it doesn't work that way, right? Like, you're not making... When I'm going home and I see a couple of chuckleheads just blocking my traffic, it's not Mother Gaia that's preventing me from going home. No. The problem isn't the environment. The problem is the activists. Like, they are becoming my problem, right? So now I need to make sure that I find out how they vote and vote completely against them. Because if they spite me, I can spite them as well, right? Like, that's how it works. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.